Hey, what's up guys? Ryan here from ExtremeTerrain, and today I'll be reviewing and installing the Axial 3-inch 6 LED cube lights with flood beam. This is for the Jeep owner that's just looking for a very affordable option to give them some additional lighting for those nighttime drives. It's perfect for those of you that like to venture out after dark, whether you're just driving down a back road or you're hitting those trails, as these 3-inch lights, while relatively small, pack a very powerful punch. Now these lights are small enough that you can basically mount them anywhere you have a good spot, and they're powerful enough to get you through even the darkest of drives. Now these are LED lights. Each one of these lights has 6 LEDs. These are 4-watt Cree LEDs with a high intensity. They're going to produce a very bright white light that is close to 6,000 Kelvin. Now housing is made from durable aluminum and they have an acrylic lens. This is all going to seal that up really nicely, and it's going to keep those internals very safe. The housing's finished off with a black powder coating. It's going to add to that aggressive styling. It's also going to protect that aluminum from corrosion. Now these lights have an IP rating of 67, making them waterproof, dirt and dustproof, and allowing you to submerge them up to 1 meter for up to 30 minutes. Now these lights are completely bolt-on. They come with their own hardware and brackets to install. And of course these lights are sold individually and by themselves. So if you're looking to wire them up, you will need to get a harness and a switch, but we have plenty of options to choose from on our website. Now currently these lights are coming in right around $35 on our website, making them a very affordable option and very reasonably priced when compared to other options of the same design. Now, as far as installation goes, I'm going to give this a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, as you can get this light installed in under an hour just using basic hand tools. Now with that being said, let's hop into the install. Tools we use for this install: 3/8 drive ratchet, 5mm Allen. So before we get started with this installation, I want to say one of the nice things about this light is it comes with its own little bracket. This bracket is going to attach to the light. Since it has a hole in the bottom and comes with hardware, you can pretty much bolt it to any flat surface that has a hole in it, or if you have an aftermarket bumper that has light tabs. Now for this particular installation, we're going to be installing it on our light brackets here, which don't utilize this bracket, so we don't need it. So with that being said, we're going to install some of the hardware in this light, and we're going to get this light bolted onto this mount. So using the hardware provided, we have some nuts that we need to drop down into these lights. We have these little captured seats. That's going to hold the nuts in place while we thread the bolts that they provide us with through the outside. So as you can see down here, well, most likely you can see down here, we got that nut situated in there. It's going to have a flange on it. We want that to face towards the outside of the light. We're going to try to keep that in place while we get the other side in. These are pretty tricky to do, so you could probably use a magnet that would help you get these in and out. So what we want to do is we want to get the bracket in between this nut and this outside flange. So we're going to try to do that while we get this onto the bracket, and then we'll get these bolts installed without dropping these nuts out of it. So then whether you're using aftermarket brackets like this, or if you're using the brackets that come with it, you need to slide those in between the nuts and that outside flange. And then once we get that in, we're going to push our little Allen head bolts that they give us in through the outside, and we're going to get this thing tightened up. Get these started, then we'll go get a wrench, and we'll tighten these down. Try to tighten up these little Allen headed bolts. We're going to use a 5mm Allen key. I'm just going to go ahead and snug these up. So that's going to cover the installation of the light. Now this light, they just come as individual lights, and they have this little pigtail, so you'll need to get a harness and a switch. We offer many options on the website, and you can check those out. For this particular install, I'm going to wire this thing up really briefly just to show you what this looks like when it's on. So we got this whole thing wired up, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. So that is going to wrap it up for my review and installation. For more videos and products like this, check us out at ExtremeTerrain.com.